Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm at the Offshore restaurant with the owner, Victor.
Hey.
Thanks for your time, mate.
Thanks for your time.
So where were you originally from?
So I'm Malaysian. I always, tend to tell customers that I spent 1/3 of my years in Malaysia, and then at 15 years old I went down to Singapore, spent another 1/3 of my years there, and then in Vietnam I've been here for like 8 years, so literally almost like 1/3 of my years.
So how did you get into the restaurant game?
Wow, that's such a long story. So, I'm actually a trained engineer. So I studied in Singapore in construction, and then I was sent to Vietnam to manage a construction project here, Long-Son Petrochemical, just out of Vung Tau. And after the project, I decided to stay back in Vung Tau just because I love this place so much. And then over the next couple of years, I did software startups. I built software, and I've only just started the restaurant business last year, so 5 months ago. Long story short, I used to be a customer at this place called the Aussie restaurant. And I love the food so much, and one day I just asked the owner, can I buy in as a partner? And then unexpectedly he said yes, and then from then on we try to grow the business together.
Awesome. And what's your opening hours here?
We are open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m.
And I've had the roast dinner here on a Sunday, mate. It's great, eh?
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah, we
It's
really
the only
try.
thing here that makes me homesick for
Yeah.
home,
Oh,
There's the quality of the meat and the gravy. Oh, awesome. So what makes you happy? What makes you smile in life?
Well, when we see customers walk off with a full belly, a really good smile, and knowing that we have made give somebody a good start to the day with a good breakfast, or a really hearty meal, to let them have a good day. That really makes makes me smile. And I share the same. I'm someone. I always tell my wife that I'm someone who tries to get the bang for my buck, and that's what we do for our customers as well. You try to give everyone a good bang for their buck. Fresh, really serve really fresh ingredients, good portions. Make sure that everyone leaves happy.
So in your life, what's the best piece of advice you ever got?
Oof. Oh, that's a tough one. I used to have this manager back in Singapore who told me that between 20 to 30, do not chase for the money, but chase for the best leader or the best manager to help you out, because those advices or those guidance would last you much more than whatever money you make. And fortunately, I did find a good leader who has and in that person himself, and he taught me a lot of stuff. So yeah.
Have you ever cried in a movie?
Cried in a movie? No, not really. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah. I try to lean towards comedies and yeah.
Okay, so you don't watch sad news.
Yeah.
If you had 1 hour with anyone dead or alive sitting here,
Yeah.
who would it be?
Sorry,
1 hour
1 hour.
with anyone dead or alive to sit here and talk to?
Wow. Well, that's a hard one. Probably
Skip that one later.
Yep.
What's a situation where you feel uncomfortable?
I think
People complain about food.
yeah, absolutely. People complain about food. People complain about the waiting time. That makes me feel personally uncomfortable. But I understand their position. I'm not an easy customer either. So
You're pretty busy here,
yeah. we did relatively well for the past 2 months, and like I mentioned, it was not expected. So we're still like figuring out the manpower and the resources here. But we always try our best, with the aim to give everyone a good experience.
If you're going to fly from here to say London for 30 hours on a plane,
Yeah.
who would you like to sit next to?
Probably my wife.
Or your wife? Yeah, you're going to say that.
I really
All
want to bring her there.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hope to have a couple more branches of this restaurant, of the offshore restaurant brand. Definitely, every branch needs to be successful and delivering the same kind of experience to our customers. So,
Okay, being a restaurant owner, if you're on death row and you've got the last meal you can have before they
Yeah.
give you the needle,
yeah.
what would you eat?
Ooh, that's hard. Okay. That's the food is not on our menu, but I would go for sashimi.
Sashimi.
Yeah.
Okay. A minibus pulls up here with a bloke. He jumps out.
Yeah.
He's got his suitcase.
Yeah.
First time in VUNG Tower, he
Yeah.
walks in and says to you, mate, what do I do here? What advice could you give him?
Well, we get that all the time, to be honest. I always like tell people the story of how I got to Vietnam and how I lived in Vietnam for the past 6.5 years to 8 years. It's just so safe, so nice here. The weather all year round is just amazing. The walking paths are just super flat and safe. Cars are not speeding. So you really enjoy a good walk in a good breeze, under the nice weather. And people are super friendly here. In terms of like specifically what to do, I like to take a walk or run from the back beach to the front beach or the other way around, and you see like this beautiful ocean that's along the coast. It's just beautiful.
Thank you, mate. Thanks for your
so
time.
much. Thank you so much.
For a restaurant in Tower in the Sunday roast. Just check it. Very beautiful. It's like home.
I don't want to watch it. I know what you do, but I don't want to do it. My hand is gone.
Try the crack one. Good. Mango smoothie. Good. Passion fruit smoothie. Okay. So just walked out of the offshore restaurant in Vung Tower after the Sunday roast. Mate, I've got to say, sensational. It was 360,000 for 2 roast dinners, a passion fruit shake and a mango shake. Awesome.